my team and they'll update. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Once you started, if you go to this, click on start, you're gonna get this. Just simply log in into this. Okay. Now what will happen? You have to launch the EPM Automate. So this is why we have to use this. Type launch EPM Automate. You have the logins into it. There's the command that you need to connect to the EPM Automate. Just hit enter. So if you connect through EPM Automate, then only you can access the cloud version, you know.
So this all VMware setup you are telling us for 16 GB OS? Who
Yeah,
have 16 GB?
right.
Okay.
It will say successful login. So actually this is for only the Oracle employees, guys. Don't let aware, you know, so that we have a cloud VM. It's very confidential. The site reached. Take some time, around 5 minutes. Okay. So you need to understand the background. You see, it came even, yeah, just came login successful. All right. So now the logins, say close it, say never. So we have the cloud version, we have the on-premise version. I see it an application name called Vision. Okay, services schedule the dynamic in 1 minute. Okay. All right, so I just want to go to this daily maintenance. I want to make sure daily select the service maintenance. All right. 8 o'clock and your time of flight. Okay, so you can check that from your dashboard itself. If you click on this home page, you can see in the announcements, you know, so activity announcements, everything. You can see it here. Okay. So from the administrative level to the business users, already planned activities, you know, assign expense drivers. So these are like related to the finance department activities. Okay, but we don't require this moment. I want to uh, create a new application. Okay. So what is the navigation that to create a new application? Will EPM Cloud allow you multiple applications? Anyone?
No, no, no. As you mentioned last day, only one application, only cubes we need to prepare.
Right. Okay. Now what I have to do? Simply,
Multiple application means you were asking about databases. In one application, how many database we
no,
can
no.
create?
I want to create multiple applications like Vision, Vision 1, Vision 2 like this. Is it possible? So it is not possible. EPM Cloud allows you only one application at a time, and you can create multiple cubes under this application. Generally, let's say you have, you know, three applications in your on-premise. Okay, in these
Mhm.
three applications, three cubes were there, and you want to
Mm.
migrate into the cloud. So you have an option to create these three applications with the name of cubes. I'll show it to you. So it will take some time to remove that repository. If you go to this now, so let me put ls. You see, you have a new mail. So something is working the backend. So that's the reason these applications are not available. You know, total zero. Got you? So it will take some time to give you that notification as the application got deleted. All right. Okay, this is how we delete the application, but in the real time, we are not going to delete any application. Okay, we are just trying to take the backup. We don't delete it. So log in with, you got the request from the business, hey, go and delete that application, then you need to do it. So here it is showing your PPCS or ePPCS application building. Okay, create a new application or create a sample application or migrate. Create a sample application will create a vision application, which we generally in on-premise, if you build a new application with the name of sample, whatever it shows, right? So it shows the same. And create a new application is something that you're going to input some details like what is the start year, end year, start period, end period, and event distribution. That what we have seen in the on-prem guys. I hope you understand that. Okay. And migrate is something that works when you click on migrate. So we have already so many snapshots. Snapshots is something like we heard about this word called in the HFM. So we have these many snapshots. I can take any one of the application and import it to create that. Okay. So I don't want that at this moment. Close it. I want to create a new application.
Srinu, how did you reach to that old page? Start, create a new application. That page.
If you say refresh, it will come automatically because I deleted that application, right? So if you
Mm-hmm.
delete the application, you'll get this page.
Okay.
Okay.
Or else it will show us the list of application, whatever is there.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have any application in your cloud environment. It's going to show you like this for the planning environment.
Okay.
Okay. So not only planning, you have like FCCS, you have ARCS. Since we require the planning, I have given here the planning only. Now click on the start. Someone is trying to join. Now I'm going to use it, an application called FinApp. It is financial planning application. And here you go, what type of application you want to build. What is our type of application? Is it a custom, freeform, or modules?
What are the major differences, Srinivas, when coming to custom, inform, and module?
So custom is nothing but your PBCS. Freeform is nothing but, if you place it here, you can see implement highly scalable modules using custom flexible dimensions. So in SBSM planning, what is the flexible dimensions? Which application will allow you to implement flexible dimensions in SBSM planning among those two?
Period, year.
No, what I mean to say is either SBase will allow you to implement multiple flexible dimensions or planning.
I think S base
As base
only
Planning.
S base only application.
So here, freeform is nothing but your SBase. What about modules?
planning.
So
No,
is
I
it a
think module.
WCS or APBCS? Right, okay.
Okay.
You got the difference now?
No, I couldn't hear. There were some issues in network. What is that last one? Modules? Oh,
Modules.
means modules lets you do what? Hello?
Yeah. Do you see that? What modules does?
Hmm, Create screen is not very clear for me. I don't know why. Create best practice something I saw.
Mhm. So create best practice applications using combination of pre-built enterprise modules cubes like strategic modeling,
Oh,
financials,
okay. Capex, workforce, like all those.
right? So,
Okay.
so you know the difference between PBCS and EPBCS. PBCS will allows you only the custom application. EPBCS will allow you predefined modules, you know. So that's the reason I want to build a new PBCS application at this moment. Say click on custom and go for next. Just give me a second, guys. Right. So here the second step would is I'm going to use some one document, guys, okay, to make you better understanding. All right. Go to the later trainings, lab guides, in cloud, PBCS labs, and you have this workshop guide. So I want you to follow this document to make you understand on the PBCS. For the requirement gathering, I'm using it. Okay. Okay. So this is the old version of your cloud. Actually, it looks like this: planning, financial close, tax reporting, like that. And you're going to select planning and budgeting, click on start. And you see light, standard, enterprise. Here custom is nothing but standard, light is nothing but SBase, enterprise is nothing but EPBCS. Okay, so they made the changes to this. Okay, and if you see here the sample is nothing but your vision application, and new is nothing but whatever we are doing right now. So I kept the name called FinApp. And why I'm using this document to get these details: 2009 to 2019, 10 years. So I don't know whether this number is correct. 10 years, here it mentioned 2018. Okay, so I'm going to use it. Go to this 2009 to 2019. Okay, and physical month, start month, it is January, and event distribution. Okay, it is good. And now, how many cubes you want? I'm trying to go and create 2 cubes, plan 1 and ASO, plan 1 and ASO1. Okay, so I'm going to build this. I don't want multi-currency at this moment. He asked us to disable. So select no for multi-currency.
Start to end year, Srinu, you can make it as 2012 to 2022.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to in that document also it mentioned from current fiscal year to 10 years,
I mean, why
just
I'm
as an
using
example.
2009 or 2018? Because I have some lab guides with some
Okay.
class files which has this information. Since year is very important dimension, we don't want to
Mm-hmm.
interrupt that application with these changes. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
I'm going to next. So these are the dimensions. So there are 2 dimensions in every application which will create automatically. Okay, even you don't create the application at all. Do you see what are those?
Year and the time period.
Period is there and
Period and
years.
years.
So
Yes.
if you go back, you see years 2019 till. So start here. Right now it is 1 because it haven't created. Now it gives you the number of years. Okay, it says 11 years. So let me go and update it.
Hmm. So this weekly distribution, we always select it as even only,
Generally,
or
we
it
have
depends on customer.
we suggest them. I mean, no one is generally wait
Hmm.
for month end closing with some days, right? So we go with event. Okay. So
Hmm.
multi-currency is no, sandbox is disabled, and strategic modeling disabled. Plan 1 is to give hybrid. So I want to make sure sandbox is disabled here. Yeah, it got unchecked. Okay, so I'm not using sandbox. Here say create.
Sandbox check and uncheck means.
So in the lab guide, it is not requesting us to enable. So I didn't enable it. Okay, that's the reason it is disabled. Okay,
Sorry, I couldn't hear. What sandbox? Why you disabled?
I'm following this document.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Shinu, what is the sandbox? What does it mean?
so sandbox is actually you might aware of the task list in your on-premise application, right?
Hmm.
So the task list is assigning to the user, the required user, and that guy will take care of that task list and input the data based on the instructions. So we have the same task list, but the thing is, if he inputs some data, it affects to the application, isn't it? Yeah.
Hmm.
So that data will be changed, but Sandbox will help the application. Whatever the users they want to do it privately, they can do it and they validate it, which will not affect to the application. Once it is done, it is a kind of for the analysis purpose for them. Okay. Yeah. So just give me a second. Okay.
So, Srinu, I have a question. Like, if we disable this sandbox, then users will be able to input data. But further, we can analyze if there is any issue in data, then we can further analyze what caused the issue. Is it?
Basically, like it is a kind of feature that EPM Cloud is allowing the users, which will not affect to the system. You have your own space to input the data and analyze it. If you are confirmed that the data is good and they come out from the sandbox and input the same data into the task list, and they validate the data. Okay, so I'll show you to how it works. Don't worry. So my application
Hmm.
got created.
Okay.
So now if I go and say ls, you see, is that application got created or not? PWD is
Yeah,
nothing
FinApp.
present working directory. Okay,
Hmm.
right. So now if you go to this, what will happen? What do you see if you go to this application? So let
We'll
me
be
go
able
to,
to
There
see
should
two
be folders.
dimensions, account and period.
There should be the folder
Okay.
structure.
Okay. Here in the Linux server, some application folder, database folder,
mhm,
outline.
right. Do you see the cube name?
Hmm.
Yes, it's finapp.app and finapp.com.
What we have here?
We have
XML
plan,
file is there,
yeah,
DB.
plan.
Plan1.db, dbb. Okay. Database file, backup of database file.
Do you see where is your OTL file is existed?
Hmm.
So in
Yeah,
your
ESM.
21C, even you can compare that. Your SBase 11G has 11.124 till. We have APP, application name, cube name. In that cube, we have the files like OTL, TCT, ESM. Some files would be there, right? But
Hmm.
in our cloud version, you have one more cube name on folder called cube. In that, we are having TCT, OTL, and ESM. So this is very, very important, guys. Like no one will help you on this. Please try to understand and compare it, how your application directory will structure will be there. Okay. So this is your BSO. If you see it, compare it here. I have two applications. What is this? FinApp and AFinApp. What is this AFinApp?
Yes, so
Right. ASO.
so will it recognize automatically if we suppose we are not naming ASO as ASO, we name someone something else.
Yeah. It has that intelligence, you know.
Okay.
See, whatever we discuss metadata, default log, we discussed about the ASO training. If you for watch that, you'll see whatever the files are available, you know. And so if I go to this cube name, so I create the cube name called ASO, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have all this OTL file, everything. I think you are good now to understand how the cube structure will be available in your cloud. Yep.
Okay, so you know all the DBB, APP, and this ESM TCT file will be present in the, okay, not TSM and OTL. Only APP and DBB file will be present in the main folder, but under that folder we have one more folder which is cube. Under
Yeah,
that cube we will be getting OTL, TCT, and ESM
right.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't see
kernel
a
file.
folder name called cube. Cube is a new thing. So even if you are working on the cloud SBase version called SBase 21C or SBase 19C, okay, you're going to see a folder name called cube. In that, you're going to find the OTL file. Clear?
Mhm.
Prithvish, are you good?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now,
Previously, we used to get the same folder name as of the plan, DB name.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So now let me go and refresh the database. So Let me go and refresh the database simply like for the managing your metadata. So I built some of the dimensions. So I want to make sure it is in sync. So we create the database for the first time, and before going to build the metadata, please remember that we don't use create database after building the metadata, after creating any member. We build the metadata after creating the database. So click on create, you see refreshes. So here, if you go to the actions, do you have any option called create database? What is database? Cubes. Okay. So in your cloud application, first we create the database, then we go for refresh database. Even in on-premise application, what you need to understand. Did you ever clicked on create database on the on-premise planning application? I I hope no one.
No, it's always refresh DB.
Well, the reason.
It,
So
it
when you build a new application and with a database, the guys will create, the admin guy will create the database for the first time, okay, which will impact or reflect that in the EAS console. All
mhm.
right. And after building the metadata, if you go and say create database, again that metadata, whatever you created, it will be lost. Okay, so what you are telling to the system, hey, go and clear that metadata, whatever have been in that cube and create an empty. Okay, so please be very careful. That was designed in this cloud. It's asking us to create database first, then go to the refreshment database. What is the refresh database? It is related to the dimensions. You are trying to build some dimensions. Okay, and if you see it, in SBase, we are going to make changes. Yes, account is a tense and period is a tense. But what about here in planning and cloud? It has that intelligence that it should have and dense dimensions. Okay, so now I want to create as per the document some cubes actually. We have some metadata. Okay, I'll show you how we can build that metadata in the tomorrow session, but I want to create the cubes. So Ritvish, you are aware of it and Rayvant, I believe. So here as per the document, I'm going to build the cubes with the name of so plan 2, plan 3. So there are only 3 BSO cubes and 1 ASO cubes. How I can build it? Go to the cubes, create it and type here plan 2. And this is BSO. Enable sandbox, don't do that. I'll show it to you later.
So, Srinu, we already selected here, right? Type. So how it was already recognizing it? We selected it this option, na? That it should be BSO or ASO. Then only it recognized.
Yeah,
Yes, yes,
of
yes.
course. Yes.
Up-
Hmm.
You have to tell now which application you are going to build. How the system know?
Yes. No, no. Srinu was saying na that it
No, no,
PBCS has that intelligence that it
no.
automatically
With
can recognize.
suppose we are create. I was confused. Like suppose we are creating ASO and we name the
Ah.
ASO as ASO. So how does it
Oh,
if we rename ASO as like plan 3, then only from the type it will recognize that it is
hmm.
ASO and prefix the word A with the plan time prefix.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so now here it is still showing only plan 1. May I know the reason?
We have
I can.
not refreshed the database. So, that logic I couldn't understand. Like, suppose we have plan one and ASO one was already created, and
Okay.
which option if we will select, then it will just clear our all databases. I did not understand this point.
No, I'm not getting.
You were
Please.
you were saying that be careful that we should not click on create database, otherwise it will empty your already existing
Yeah,
database.
exactly.
So
Okay.
but just now you created on create database and you created a new one, plan 2.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
how it will, okay, so if we will give the name as plan 1, then it will corrupt your plan 1, right?
No, no, here in your cloud, if I
Hmm.
say plan and
Mm-hmm.
say done, what it will say?
Error. Okay.
Wait, wait, wait.
No, no, you have to select this type.
See, already
Yeah.
exists. So try to
Mm-hmm.
understand here. This create database is different, but in your on-prem, while creating it, you are going to update how many cubes you required. Okay. While we are designing this application, it will show us. Okay, let me show it to you. I need it. Yeah. Do you see? Name of the
Mm-hmm.
input cube, the reporting
Okay.
cube. Okay. So
Okay.
it's asking the minimum dimensions. Whatever the things you want to put here, you can put that name. Okay.
Okay.
So after that, if you want to create a new cubes, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the reason we don't have that create database option except while you're creating a new queue. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
you have to be very careful whether that name is correct or not while creating it. Otherwise, you need to remove it again. Okay, so if you click
Mm-hmm.
on it, every cube is already created. There is you cannot change it again. Okay.
Okay, okay. So you mean to say these two plan 1 and ASO1 was we already created it at the time of application creation. So make sure that it's not recreated.
Yeah. So that create database will allow you here to create only the new queue. Okay, it's not
Mm-hmm.
asking.
New queue,
It
not the
will not.
existing one.
Yeah, you have an option only to refresh. So what will
Yeah.
happen? It will be helpful to the business that they're not going to delete that data by mistake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But in on-prem, we have that option, create database. So when you say create database, probably it will ask you to create one more cube, or otherwise it will, if they select wrongly that users, the existing cube, it will go and clear that. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
let me show you to that also. I don't want to disturb that. LIT planning plan 04. So here you have manage database to create one more cube, administration manage. Sorry, application create database. Okay, so what it is asking here,
Database,
is it
right?
asking to create a new one or what?
You are.
No, it's not. It's obviously it's asking to create a new one,
Hmm.
but we should be here also we should be careful. Like
See,
if we,
it is going to recreate the existing databases. It is not asking us to create a new one. When I say
okay.
create, when I click on create, what it's saying, budget, forecast, plan 3, create completed. So I don't think so my metadata is available right now.
So recreate means it will use the same metadata and
Yeah,
will create again.
that's the difference. Okay.
And what about data?
I mean, everything will be lost.
Oh,
Data will
yes,
be
yes.
lost,
Because
metadata will be same.
it will be
Yeah.
recreated.
Yeah.
If
Using is
metadata is lost, data will automatically get.
Yeah. Okay. So be careful with that. Create database in the on-prem, but in the
Mhm.
cloud, you don't have that option to
option.
recreate it. So you have an
Okay.
option to create a new one. So that is the advantage.
Yeah, because if we we were when we were creating plan 1, it throws us error, right? So that's a good thing. So we can make sure this thing in
Yeah.
cloud.
So I already built the cubes, what we required, and I went to this, the backend is also showing those three cubes. All right. So I'm giving
Mm.
the info knowledge as well as the development knowledge. Okay. So I'll show you building the metadata in the tomorrow session. Okay, where I don't want to miss communicate everything in one session. Do you have any questions?
So how many
Shrinu, can you?
deep
Yeah, Mukhtar, go ahead.
How many DBs can we create in single app in here?
6
Only
BSO,
one.
6 ASO. No, 6 BSO and
Ouch.
6 ASO.
And
Acha, ach.
suppose
Okay.
we if metadata changes are there and we are deploying the metadata changes, will it like go for all application
Now
or
it
we have
will
to
ask you
choose?
to, you can select the metadata according to your, yeah, that's available in your cube also, right? So let me go to the account.
Yeah,
On-prem also
suppose
it's available.
on-prem if we have three databases and if you
Yeah,
want to deploy a single DB,
yeah,
but
you can do
it
that.
will put all DB in admin mode, like we cannot connect to the cube at all. So is
No.
this same thing is here as well?
Yeah, of course, it's available. See, for which cube you want to build that metadata, go in that, select that particular cube and create that metadata. That's it. And it's available only for forecast.
No, no. What my question is, suppose I'm
At the
deploying
time of
something for the forecast,
migration, huh?
okay, and then my whole forecast will be deploying, but I cannot access other DB on the same application. It will give like application is under maintenance. We cannot connect to the application like that.
Uh,
I didn't understand the question.
uh, you're saying that you don't have access to, let's say there are three cubes. In those three cubes, you have access only for one cube, and you want to build the metadata for
See
that cube.
here, cube on-prem versus cloud. The word cube is confusing. In on-prem cube, we call it as an application. Suppose I have uh, plan 1, plan 2, plan 3 under one application. Okay, that
Hmm.
application we usually refer as a cube, and plan 1, plan 2, plan 3 we says databases.
But
Here,
I think database is only queue. Application is the container.
No, plan one ASO cube is same as your cubes. See, in the on-prem, LIT plan 04 is application name. Here in the cloud, FinApp is the application name. And if you go to the administration, manage databases, if you see here, plan types, what are the plan
Plan
types are
types.
available? Those are the plan types here in the cloud. Nothing
And
different.
here it's
okay,
cube.
okay. So my question was like, suppose I'm deploying something from plan type 1. Okay,
Okay, okay,
so plan type 1 will go for a structure. Okay, for the
okay, okay.
metadata update. So will I will be able to access this FinApp cube as a standard user
Yeah, of
for
course. You can.
ASO1, plan type 2, plan 3. While there is changes going on in plan 1, will I able to access ASO plan 2, plan 3?
All
Our
right.
whole FinApp will go to restructure.
I got it. I got it. I got your question. Let's say I'm trying to making the changes to one of the cube, but I have some other work on other cube.
Uh-huh.
Can I do that
Hmm.
parallelly,
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
right? So you can do that. That is a using other options. So for example, in EAS console, you want to perform two activities on the same cube. What you're going to do it? You have an option called do it in background,
Hmm.
right? You
Yes,
have that
yes.
option.
Hmm.
Okay, that I'll show it to you later while we are
Okay.
building the cube. Okay,
And
metadata.
in cloud, we have the same option.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Shrinu, I had one very basic question actually. Say,
Yes.
comparing on-prem to cloud, what exactly are the differences? Like, why do we opt for cloud uh, over on-prem? Maybe there
See,
are some infrastructure which is being taken care by Oracle, but as a developer standpoint, what exactly are the differences, advantages or disadvantages?
so basically what happens, it's a kind of sales question, Prithvish, I used to do. Um,
Hmm.
Thing is, it is their own choice. Okay, so we should not say that, hey, these has so many features, that has so many features. We are not the person that until the customer convinced. Okay,
But actually,
from the developer
I was
point of
asked
view.
this in an interview. So I
Okay.
was like, I don't have any experience in cloud, so I'm not very sure. But only
Yeah.
thing I know is like infrastructure is maintained by Oracle, and there is less overhead things to handle. So,
So from the developer point of view, he
mhm.
is feeling very flexible if he access the cloud.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll tell you why. If I have the, I want to migrate this LIT PLN04 from dev to prod.
Mhm.
So in the cloud, we have two pods. One is, one pod has two environments, non-prod and prod. I build the
Mhm.
application in non-prod. I want to move to the cloud, the prod. Okay. So in your on-prem, I
Mhm.
have launched the shared services console. I select all the cubes and import, export and import to that environments. But here
Mhm.
in the cloud, I'll simply go and click on this migration.
Okay.
So I'll select whatever. So this is the planning queue. This is the HFR reports. This FDME. There's a calibration
Mhm.
manager. This shared services console. So I can simply say backup and import it. Doesn't make required any infra IT guidance for the developers. You know, there are some flexibilities. But coming to the point
So,
of
so if we just take backup or migrate using that
Mhm,
what to say utility,
mhm.
then we again have to upload it to the other environment, right?
Yeah.
Or is it inside the same URL?
No, here you have to download it on your
Right.
desktop.
It's
Log
same
into
like the shared
the
services.
Yeah, same like shared service, but there is a flexibility, you need to copy that.
Less steps.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Right.
that's the issue. But you feel that better, somewhat better while you're accessing this cloud application, So it depends on the choice or, how the customer feels from the product point of view.
Yeah, most of the customers they are already comfortable with the on premises, so they don't want to migrate it to cloud.
Same with my customer. I
70%.
am not able to convince him.
See, generally, I mean, we could not say that like by reading some, books or by reading some blogs, hey, cloud has so many features. It's not like that. It
Hmm.
varies to the customer preference. If customer convinced, then only Oracle will get some features. If customer is not
But
happy,
ultimately, we have to convince them. Na? So we need to provide them some extra features. We need to provide them details of those extra features so that they can get convinced
I
actually.
mean, uh, I
And
understand. Here,
Right.
is cloud
customer
cost
wins.
effective than on-premise, or is it more costly?
No, for the first
Like
5 years, you feel that cloud is more expensive, but on the renewal side, you don't have some that headache to maintain the IT.
yes, that's the best
Every month.
thing I can understand, because this patching and vulnerability mitigation it takes so much, gives so
Exactly,
much headache to the developers. I mean,
exactly.
support team.
Yeah. So these every 3 months there are critical patch updates.
Yes, yes, yes.
Titan patches updates. So, but the thing is, technical people also have to live, right? So that's the reason they released for 10 years that 11.2. Okay. If the cloud is the only access for the EPM, probably I think um, customers definitely raise a question. We require the on-premise for sure. Still, 70% customers are there in
Mm.
on-premise. Okay, because they want their application in their hand. And people think that Oracle sees the customer's data. It's not like that. Oracle doesn't have access to the customer data. It was designed like that. Only the people who was
Hmm.
available, from the customer point of view. But people don't think it in that way, you know. So what I
Right.
am saying is, we are technical, we are techno-functional people. We have to understand the features. We have to check the difference between on-prem and cloud to make the customer happy. These are the features that are available. Everything, whatever you have got that experience. If the customer is not decided, they won't convince. So
Okay.
it's my experience until and unless they come back and there are so many things in their internal team were discussed about uh, the price. First, they think about the budget. whether we invest this budget will be coming back or not, return on investment. Okay,
Hmm.
so mostly they think in that way and they decide it. Otherwise, people are like, who are using Oracle database and they want to go to the EPM side, they will come to us. Okay. Yeah, how many of you are aware of this one stream?
Yeah,
I'm
I
just aware,
am
like
aware.
I haven't seen how it looks.
Yeah.
So people are reacting well to that one stream product,
Right.
Yeah, it's in
Especially on the
high demand.
consolidation part.
Yeah, so many features compared to the Oracle hype, and people are reacting in that way, but still customers are still available on the MP. Fine then,
So
so
that
that's
was
what I
mainly
like.
because people from Oracle went there and developed that one stream platform. And many people on the Oracle Hyperion developer side, means
Uh-huh.
product development side, went there and started building the one stream. They know all the weak
Exactly.
points they have here.
Yeah, that's the reason, right?
And they're selling it well, better actually.
Srinu, for
Shinu,
64 GB OS, like we need to directly go to RDP, right? To access the cloud,
I mean, if you have,
EPM.
we have the lab environment. So if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have 16 GB RAM on your laptop, I'll give you the RDP access. Okay. Otherwise, if you have the 16 GB RAM, I'm going to install this VM and you can practice. You don't need to wait for my system. Okay. And I suggest you that. Okay.
From my
So
side,
Okay.
I don't have 16 GB. Can you please share the details to me?
I'll do that, Raven. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep, thank you.
Shinu,
Renu, 8
yeah,
GB RAM won't work or it will work?
No, minimum
8
16
GB RAM.
is required.
Okay, minimum 16 GB. Okay, then in case of me as well, please send the link
me
to
too.
because I am having only 8 GB RAM.
Okay.
Yep.
Me
All
too.
then, guys.
For Shinu, one small question.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's taking longer. So as you know, for EPMA, when we were creating the planning application, we created we using schema. Here we schema concept is not there on cloud.
No,
We straight away go and
not
create.
required. That's what I said. IT infrastructure doesn't require here. You know,
Okay.
what you need to understand
Mm-hmm.
why I'm showing you that
Tables and schema.
arbor path and all. This is the arbor path for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, but in on-prem, it got created automatically for you. So that is the reason, it has only one application. Yeah.
Okay.
Srinu, for ASO1, if you just go at the middle, ASO1, if you can see here, ASO1 DB, DBB, OTL, why we are seeing all these file in one folder? Rather, it should be in cubes folder, right?
Yeah.
For ASO1.
This is the one you are saying. ASO1.
Uh, yes, for ASO1, right.
Also same structure like you, like our
But
on-premise.
this, oh, okay, same structure as on premise.
Yeah. Only for BSO, you have a folder called Q to maintain
Okay,
the compliance.
okay,
Okay.
for ASO, it is same.
Same.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, then thank you
Yeah.
guys for joining
Thank
and
you.
meet tomorrow. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Renu.